Hey people, how you doing out there? I hope you're having a great week so far. I want to speak to you today about a phenomenon that I came across about a year ago, and it's really aimed at the people, the truth seekers out there that are on my subscription list, the trailblazers, the people that are trying to raise awareness, what with all the GMO food and the chemtrails and the constant wars and corruptions and the financial crashes, people that are kind of concerned about the goings on in this world right now, and making efforts to try and help others see what's going on, basically. And like I say, I came across this a while back, and really the last few months it's really come to light that I actually believe that this phenomenon is real. And some of you may have heard about it. It's called a love bite. And it sounds pretty harsh, and it actually is quite harsh. And in a nutshell, what it is that you can meet someone that you could feel is absolutely a perfect match for you. You could feel like those feelings that they're like your soulmate, and you're kind of made for each other. You're walking the same path. You're gonna, take on the world together, and it's almost like that symbiotic relationship that we all strive and look for. And basically, it can start out really well, and those first feelings that you have about a person can appear on the surface, at least, to be true and to be valid, and you can kind of think, well, this is it. I'm going somewhere with this one. And then all of a sudden, maybe a few months down the line, you start to see kind of cracks in the paper, and what they show is not necessarily what's beneath the surface as time passes. And it ends up basically where the full mask drops, and you're dealing with either a sociopath, a narcissist, or a full-on psychopath. Now, what these people, and the whole meaning about the terminology love bite, is that these people are put in our path to disrupt us, to take us away from what we're supposed to be doing. Especially if we're doing great work in the world, if we're, like I say, if we're raising awareness, if we're bringing certain issues to light. And I'm hearing this phenomenon over and over again with people that are in this kind of truth-seeking movement, where people are meeting another person, and it's all going swimmingly well, and all of a sudden they absolutely change. And it's not like a normal breakup. It's not like a normal relationship. It turns so toxic so quickly. And the reason for this is, and I'm going to go metaphysical with this now, and I do a lot on this channel for any newbies, so you do have to have an open mind if you're on my channel, because I cover a very wide range of topics. But the whole idea with this love bite situation is that these people have some kind of unhealed traumas. Maybe they had addiction problems, or they've really got a lot going on with them that they haven't dealt with. And what happens when we don't deal with our shit is we can be open to infiltration from forces outside this visible realm, basically. I'm talking astral influences that on the surface they have good intentions, but because they have not dealt with what they need to deal with, or it can be that, or it can be that they still have addictions that are opening them up constantly to these outside influences. So you might have someone that still drinks a lot, or smokes weed all the time, or just does a lot of drugs, when, and I've described this before, when you are out of your center, you are open to being manipulated or infiltrated, because what it is, it's a vibrational drop. Yeah, when we drop in vibration, these dark forces can only operate in those shadow dark vibrations. Yeah, so when we keep our vibration clean, we eat healthy, we do that inner child work, we look after ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it's a lot harder for them to infiltrate us. But if someone is toxic, and it might not even be their fault, they are open to infiltration. Now these forces, they don't want the other person doing what they're doing. They don't want them raising awareness on certain issues, because what that other person doing effectively is trying to raise the vibration of the planet. Yeah, it's trying to raise the vibration of everyone else around them by the activism or whatever it is they're doing. And so what happens is the other person gets infiltrated to a point where they just turn. And they turn in such a way that it can be very, very traumatic for the other person. I'm talking smear campaigns, I'm talking abuse, mentally, physical abuse, which can take not only weeks to recover, I'm talking months, maybe even years. So the whole purpose of that love bite, to put the other person off the path, has actually worked in effect. Unless the other person's a really strong person and they've managed to deal with it quicker. But this is going on, and like I say, I'm seeing it, I'm hearing it, I've felt it myself, and it's not nice. And I'm just urging anyone that's walking this path, that does meet someone, and I'm not saying that everyone's like this, but just be very careful who you involve yourself with. You know, are they doing the inner child work? Are they looking after their emotional side? Have they got these like addictions that they still haven't dealt with? Stuff that's really can be used against them. And like I say, it's not always their fault, but they're open to manipulation. And if they're open to manipulation, they're open to manipulating you. And if they can't manipulate you and you're strong enough to leave them or whatever, they'll try to manipulate what other people think about you, or just try and cause chaos or havoc in your life and really take you off your path, or at least attempt to take you off your path. Now, I came across this from a lady called Eve Lorgan, and she's on YouTube. You can search her videos. It's called The Love Bite. Everything that she says in that absolutely resonates with me 100%. So what I'm saying is these relationships can even be set up. They can be set up where someone is targeted through another person to take them off their path. So not particularly a pleasant subject to talk about, I admit, but a lot of my topics aren't, unfortunately. But this channel is all about expressing what I feel is truth and what I've discerned as truth in my own experience. And so yeah, I'm just urging people that are in this movement to urge on the side of caution. Be aware. Like I say, I'm not fear-mongering. Not everyone is a love bite. But you know, if you're making waves out there and you're here and you're living your purpose and you're doing what you were called to do, you need to be aware that these archontic forces or demiurge, they're very clever. And they will use your weak points to get at you. And you know, a lot of us in this movement, we want someone to walk this path with, because it can be quite lonely. And you know, they know that. And what better way to get at you if they can't get at you directly? If you keep clean and you eat right and you're doing the inner work, then they'll try and get through to you by someone else. So have a think about it. Check out Eve Lorgan. Like I say, yeah, if you're new watching this video and you find it interesting, hit the subscribe button below, the bell button for new videos when I upload. And yeah, have a great day everyone, and a fantastic week, and I'll speak to you soon. Take it easy.